Days like this really remind me of picking season, you know, like strawberries, blackberries, or maybe even a Reidsville favorite, blueberries. I met a woman who was so inspired by the fruit that she actually retired from her job, went back to school, and made blueberries her new one.
A love story dating back to 1999 now leads us to this farm right here on Blueberry Road in Reidsville.
Steve and I dated for many years before we married, and you know how you'll do whatever the other person wants to do when you're trying to form a relationship. And I can remember helping him with pruning the blueberry bushes. I didn't really know what I was doing, but he taught me.
My dad, before he passed away, he said, "I don't really know what's wrong with you, why you won't marry her. She's a good woman." And, you know, I got to thinking, you know, he's right.
It was a team effort. Stephen Rivers would tend to the berries, and Terry Stamey Rivers would sell at the local farmers market once a week. She did this all while also working a day job in local government until she retired.
I knew I still had a lot left to do, and I knew we had a lot of products here on the farm that people would enjoy.
So what did Terry do? She went back to school.
I studied the materials in between customers, and then I would come home and go online and take the class.
Terry said she had to learn the science to become certified by North Carolina State University to sell products like these.
Some pickled items like candied jalapenos. We raise the jalapenos here on the farm. We do red chow chow with tomatoes, and that's one of the old-timey recipes. It's a very old recipe made with red tomatoes.
Terry says the farm has brought the Rivers success, but also pain.
A bear came through and tore up some of our beehives, and the bees were very angry, and they were just reaching out, and I just happened to be on the front porch, and they came and got into my hair and stung me. My husband was stung 30 times that day.
Terry stood by her husband as he healed through one of the most difficult times on the farm.
She's everything that you need for a support person, everything.
I will say they were the most beautiful couple. I mean, when I went into their home, they embraced me and Crosby, my photographer, when we walked in, and it was just, they were just so warming and loving. Really got that Southern hospitality being around them. She even let us take home some of the, she let me try the honey butter, and Crosby was able to try the honey. But certainly enough, if you ever are at the farmer's market, go check out their stand because they have so many things.
I love it because it's like she quit the career, and I guess retired, not quit, but retired, and then goes on and says, you know, this is something I love. I'm going to do what I love, and it's not about the money anymore. It's about what you love doing and that kind of thing. And there's like love in every jar. That's really cool.
I like that.
I love that. Love in every jar. I think that's something a lot of us aspire to be able to do, something that we love, that just, you know, isn't a 9-to-5 traditional job. And I love that it was a love story that brought her there. It was someone else bringing that out of her.
Yeah, she was like, I wasn't
she
into the
said,
farming.
I don't,
she's like a germaphobe. But she was like, I'm not into it. But he
it.
taught her.
I admire the fact that she said, you know, in between, or when she was checking out a customer or orders or whatever, that she was like studying to, you know, be able to go to class after work and get this, I don't know what degree she got, but just incredible. There's her certificate of completion.
So cool.
I want to try this honey butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Breakfast at your house tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, who's cooking?
I'll be
We'll
there
go
bright and
tonight.
early.